That's it. Okay, hang on.
One more right here. Kellan, straight in front of you. And close up on the eye. So awake.
Well, Stanley Milgram was a fascinating man, and when he was conceptualizing why Adolf and how he could just get people to do what they did by taking full responsibility out of authority, it opened Pandora's box. As mankind, a lot of us are sheep. We will follow orders even if we don't think for ourselves if they make sense or if they're just inhumane. And I think it's really eye-opening for us to watch a film like this, to have us think for ourselves and actually stand up for yourself and say no to something. Like you'll see in the movie, there's the test subject and there's the teacher. So it's an interesting concept, and a lot of people studied the case in college themselves, so it's very relative, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Steal, John. We'll steal it right here. Oh God.
And the story was brilliant, about this scientist Stanley Milgram who did the human experiments, and I'm the experimentee. I'm basically the rodent. And it was a great story. And Peter Sarsgaard is one of my favorite American actors, and Winona Ryder. They're great actors. So how could I not jump in?
Stylist. All right. And right here, Winona, right in front of you. Right in front of you, Winona. Thank you. Nice smile. Excellent. Winona.
It's amazing. Stanley Milgram was a pioneer, I think. I know there was controversy about what he did, but I actually, he was someone who always really interested in me. Since I heard the Peter Gabriel So album, I remember when I was like a teenager, and there's a song called Milgram 57 or something, and we do what we're told. And I remember I asked my dad, and he told me about him, and I was really fascinated.
Michael would send me books and things. There's a lot that's been written by him and about him, his collected writings. There's plenty to look through. For me, it'll always, as an actor, just be like one little thing. It's not like about that all the information is that important. It's just looking for the thing that's going to set my mind daydreaming about him, create my own story about him. When you go to play someone, of course, you're not like inhabiting them so much as firmly inhabiting yourself. So, and then having some of their things on the surface. But no, he did this portrait of himself that always inspired me. So kind of just like a line drawing of himself wearing sunglasses.
Interesting.
Yeah, like a kind of cool self-portrait. Like maybe, I think sometimes if you're going to do a self-portrait, you might draw yourself as you wished you were, rather than as how you are. And for me as an actor, that's something I think about when I go to play people. I think about who does this person admire, who's their hero, who do they wish they were.
So just one step over to your right there.
Start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we'll steal it right this way, Peter.
Next to her. There we go.
Such a good smile.
And straight ahead one more time.
One back this way.
This is how I prefer to see a film for the first time. It's about trying to reach people with it. If I'm just sitting there by myself, it's never as much fun. And I really regret that with the rise of television or whatever, and everyone's sitting at home watching it by themselves instead of coming together as a group. And to me, films are a communal activity. So